So folks, I'm sure most people here know a guy by the name of David Hogg. If you don't, let me give you a quick breakdown of this joker. He was a victim of the Parkland school shooting. And I'm not trying to downplay it. Obviously, anytime people are killed in any kind of tragedy, it's a problem for all of us. But instead of understanding that he's just honestly an unlucky person, a lot of people are out there. It's just kind of part of life. He has made it his goal to essentially get rid of the Second Amendment. And I gotta tell you, he's one of the biggest outspoken people towards the Second Amendment in regards to it being a problem for America, when in reality, if you actually look at the stats, it's not a problem whatsoever. In fact, it helps America because we are freer because of it. I'm gonna play a clip here. This is him freaking out in front of pretty much everybody during a big meeting.
Iterating the points of mass shooters in your manifesto. The shooter in my high school, anti-Semitic, anti-black, and racist. The shooter in El Paso described it as an invasion. Guess what? Those guns are coming from the United States of America. They aren't coming from Mexico. Would you like to snap out a Democrat or Republican?
What is this, Mothers Against Firearms? Why are you up there screaming, dude? Why can't you wait your turn? I mean, why does everything have to be turned into race nowadays? Oh, it's anti-Semitic. Oh, it's anti-black. Oh, it's this white supremacy thing. Let me ask everybody a question really quick. This has always fascinated me. Why can pretty much every other race except for white people be proud of who they are? Why? It's just kind of confusing, isn't it? Like, okay, we don't have our own month. Fine. But can we just be proud of who we are? Does that mean that we're white supremacists? Does that mean that we think we're better than everybody else? Or is it we're just proud of who we are? Like, can we have our own heritage and be proud of it? No, we can't. Oh, of course. You use it for literally every issue you have. Oh, they're racist. Well, since you brought it up, gun control is racist against black people. Never heard of that, did you, David Hogg? So everybody who keeps trying to push gun control, I'm not one to bring the race card into anything because I think it's a joke, but if we're truly bringing it into gun control, yeah, it's extremely racist against black people. So maybe do your research on history there, Bubba. And then during this whole thing, there was this guy by the name of Mr. Sicilline who just rattled off some crazy stuff. Literally crazy.
We have legislation that we've attempted to pass relating to ghost guns, high-capacity magazines, straw purchasers, safe storage, raising the age to own an assault weapon. I mean, the list goes on and on. We have Republican opposition to every single piece of legislation. And you have the audacity to say, but there's other gun crimes you should be focused on. Seriously? Seriously? Aren't you ashamed to even say that when you stand up and oppose? No.
Talking about me.
When you stand up and oppose every single one of these efforts to bring common sense gun safety to this country.
So what you don't understand is all of those things are infringements. And to go one step further, for the people who are like, oh, okay, I believe in some gun laws out there. There are people out there like that who still participate in the act of buying a gun and owning a gun. The problem with having any legislation in whatsoever is it defeats the purpose of the Second Amendment. And secondly, when you give these people an inch, they take 15 miles. One thing is not good enough. Their goal is to make it to where we live in a police state. Police can only own guns. Federal agencies can only have guns. Everyone else, you can't have them. We don't trust you. Well, guess what? Freedom is not based on trust. It's not. Freedom is based off of freedom. It's not, well, what if you go and shoot up a neighborhood or a school or whatever else it is? It's, nope, we have confidence in our people that they're not complete knuckleheads. And if one of them gets out and tries that, we have people there who are armed that will stop that person. Why can't it be that simple? I don't know. But I can tell you one thing. All of this crap that continues to be brought up about the Second Amendment, about how it's wrong, about how people can't handle it, it's creating a taboo. It's creating something that gets a lot of attention. Instead of it just being another tool, it's a tool. When will people realize it? It's no different than a drill, a hammer, a broom. Literally is something that you use in order to fulfill a physical purpose. Some could even argue it's psychological. Most of the times people pull a gun, they don't have to shoot it. That's enough. But let's listen to David Hogg now. He just came out with something that's just absolutely hilarious. You have no right to a gun. You are not a militia. When you're talking about your Second Amendment rights, you're talking about a state's right to have what is today the National Guard. The modern interpretation of the 2A is ridiculous fraud, pushed for decades by the gun lobby. That's awesome. We need to stop using the NRA's talking points and the false interpretation of 2A they have been pushing for decades. Their version of 2A is younger than I am. You might think I'm nuts for saying this, and it probably won't happen, but before I could drink, I got a lot more death threats than politicians receive in their lifetime. Better safe than sorry. Look, dude, everyone online nowadays gets death threats. It's too easy for people to just type something in and say, screw this person. It's not that big of a deal. It's not. Unless someone is coming to your front door or tailing you in your car to when you go to Starbucks and get your pumpkin spice mocha latte frappe frippe, then you have nothing to worry about. But Brandon Herrera responded to this Twitter post of his, and this is what he said. You have no right to free speech. You are not the press. You are not an establishment of religion. The modern interpretation of the 1A is a ridiculous fraud pushed for decades by the free speech lobby. It's a valid point. The point is sure, the Second Amendment says militia. The problem, though, is where it says it guarantees the right of the people to keep and bear arms. Now, we're going to have to go into details as far as what they meant by militia, but can a militia be a single person? I mean, at the end of the day, it says a militia, but then it also says the right of the people. The right of the people means person, means single entity. Doesn't mean that you have to be in a big old militia in order to carry guns. This is the problem down to a T with America in the thinking that we have here. Why complicate crap? Why read between the lines and say, oh, I found a loophole? No, you didn't. Stop trying to mess with our rights. They are rights for a reason. And I don't know if you need to go back into history, but nations and groups of people who had their guns taken away, there was a lot of killing after that. We don't want a repeat of that.